Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the Sheriff's Office. Sheriff's Office is established by the Constitution of North Carolina. Certain things that are assigned to the Sheriff's Office and Sheriff's Office only. There are things that have to be done, and this is who's responsible for it. And one of the 100 elected sheriffs in North Carolina are the ones that have to carry that out within their respective counties. So those include running the jails. A jail has to be set up for the counties, and the sheriff is responsible for safely running.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Everybody good? Thank you so very much for taking your time out of your busy schedule to want to learn about the Guilford County Sheriff's Office. We try to make sure that people understand that we are a multifaceted organization. We are a multicultural organization. You will see a lot, you will learn a lot, and you will have questions. Questions that you have, don't hesitate to ask the men and women that are here teaching. Things that you thought you knew, don't hesitate to say, I thought I knew, and I know I learned different. Is that good?
Yes. Very good.
Thanks, Sheriff.
And you have heard over and over and over when you ask a cop, why do you do this? You say, I want to help somebody. And you say, oh, well, that's just a collection. That's what they're supposed to say. No, I'm going to tell you right now. I take a bullet for anybody in this room. It's my job. My job is to protect you. My job is to protect the citizens out there. Here's the difference. The only difference between me and you and the citizens that are out here is this badge.
Each team has a set of team members. What I typically like to do is I like to spread my snipers over each team. So I'm the sniper for that team, for Bravo team. So I'm their sniper and I'm also the lead sniper for it. So we set those up, and each person on the team has multiple jobs. For example, my job, I'm an entry person, but I'm also a sniper. My partner or my other teammates, their job is entry person, but they also may be a breacher. And a breacher is someone that uses means to enter into a specific room or door, things like that. Also embedded in that are our guys who do hostage rescue. And those guys are trained differently with that. We train collectively, we spend time on the range, we make sure that our shooting skills are good, we make sure what we're doing is good, and with our entries and our things of that nature. This is my sniper rifle. Yes. This is a 6.5 Creedmoor. It has a 9.4 scope on it. It is a bolt action weapon. This is for my tripod. These are my bipods. This top part is for a night vision mount.
Who's ever heard of a Belgian Malinois? Okay, cool. They're starting to get popular. So you'll actually see, I know you'll see one Malinois tonight. So we'll talk about this. So we have 13 canine teams, and they are assigned to 6 different sections in the department. There's all your patrol folks, okay? And no fat jokes. He can't help it. As he comes up to you, you can pet him if you want. Who's got the best fingers?
Is it the one that?
Yeah.
That had all the issues?
Yeah.
Every year, so he gets it now. He's like 85 now.
What?
Super square.
Yeah.
Where are we going? I'm gonna go back here. I was like,
See it?
hey, buddy.
Good boy.
You did a good job. You ignored me, buddy.
Oh, man, it's a crazy night.
I have different toys for different things, so it just depends on what we're doing. What kind of toy? Yeah, he'll break off of it sometimes. We're still working on his. See how he's starting to stand up a little bit?
He's like, giving me, he's shaking his back.
How do you make them want the toys so bad?
That's what they work for. They want.
It will.
That's that drive, you know,
Is my dog her
to play.
toys?
I mean, because to him, it's all a game,
Okay.
you know,
okay.
and it's a game to get to that ball.
Even when
Okay.
we find somebody.
Los.
Sit.
And we just, this is all we do. We just play this game. Mulligan. Neighbor. You ready?
There's a term called degree days. So when a body is like found, the first thing that comes over is the flies to colonize the body. So they'll lay their eggs and the larvae come out and they start to feast on the body. Larvae grow at different stages. What you can do with the larvae is you can collect those and package and send them off to a forensic entomologist, and they can give an estimate on your degree days of how long the body's been there.
The Legal Process Division effectively enforces the laws of the state of North Carolina and Guilford County through the service of all issued criminal and civil processes. In 2022, we received 54,008 papers to serve. That's criminal and civil papers. We served 35,672 papers in 2022.
Actually, how's everyone, first of all? Hello. See, I stick beside my team whether they win, lose, or draw.
Generally, people who are housed back here, we have to do the same thing. Generally, you see those who are on suicide watch, they're placed back here. Money, if they come in with money, is given to the officer here and put back into the property room. Any property that they come in with that they cannot have in the facility, that means boots, piercings, things like that, are placed in special bags.
Going up. Going down.
We train once a month for just different various situations, and it might arise within the facility. So, like I said, we'll respond to housing units, we'll respond to the intake. If there's fights, there's combative intakes, anybody that's maybe has assaulted an officer. We're also on call on our days off. So if there's something going on in either facility, either here or High Point, we're subject to be called out on our days off. So if we get called up on our days off, we have to respond to those facilities for whatever may be going on. Whether it's just a facility shakedown or if there's a situation that they need us to kind of deal with. This particular shield has a strobe light. It also has a when you hit it, it will give them a little shot.
It records every time that you make a round in every cell that you look into. We got little red squares here on the door. It'll make a beeping sound when you hit it. And if the other thing about it that's good about this is if you so happen to, if an officer's up here working by himself and he's taking care of different situations, have got a lot of stuff going on, gets behind on a round, there's an alarm that'll go off to remind them, say, hey, it's time for a round.
Well, tonight's going to be different because what I want to talk to you about, it's very near and dear to my heart, and why we do what we do, why Dr. Ellison and I work with the officers the way we do, is I want you to see the human behind the uniform. But one of the things that that Dr. Ellison and I are doing, and that I've been doing for a while, is trainings with the officers on how you deal with folks with mental illness in the street. I think the last time they had a class, there was probably about 25 from the Sheriff's Department they were in, and actually the Sheriff's Department is probably more involved with it than a lot of departments. But it's, as I said, it's very, very intense, and it's good because this is probably the first time that they really get this kind of training. All of our detention centers have become psychiatric wards. North Carolina, with all of their intentions, our mental health system is horrific. And I've been doing this for 48 years, and I'm just telling you, we are lacking a lot. And so our jails have become psychiatric hospitals where these folks go, and our detention officers are not trained to be clinicians. They're not trained to be doctors. That's not their job, and that's not what they do. But unfortunately, because this is where a lot of folks live or are, they don't have any choice but to do that. And when I think about some of the folks that are in the detention centers and that we deal with on a regular basis, I'm surprised any of them come to work. Part of it is, just like with anything else, you have to have a mindset change. This has to become a priority. Now to us, it is a priority. But if you've never dealt with mental illness, if you've never had anybody in your family that struggled with it, it's not a priority.
What we suggest to our officers is that if you've been involved in a critical incident and you don't drink alcohol, don't let tonight be the night that you decide you want to take on a fifth tequila, because this is going to end bad. Sometimes it's just us coming out, talking to the officers and letting them know, hey, we're here, do you need to talk? I know you've been involved in something traumatic, critical incident.
So what is Crime Stoppers? Well, in a nutshell, it's an anonymous tool that you can use to report criminal activity without the fear of retaliation or retribution. So you can report crime without having to take the stand, being a witness, being named in a report. So you truly can be anonymous. And then the community. Without the community being the eyes and ears of the area, you know, we don't have a program. So we need people to report crime, and if you see something, say something. It's so important. What tips do we receive? Does anybody know what the most popular tip is that we might get? Yes, drugs. Drugs is number one because it's easy to see, right?
Interstate transfer or stolen firearms or those with mutilated serial numbers is forbidden. Basically, if you know of a firearm that the serial number has been scratched off, you want to get as far away from that firearm as humanly possible. And these are the main reasons right here. They need power, they want to make money, they're doing it for sexual purposes, drugs, or protection. Tattoos, or a lot of these tattoos, or probably most of these tattoos were taken over here. Either in the old jail, most of them are in the old jail, some in the new jail.
Sir, can I help you?
Okay.
The gentleman in the brown, because he kind of had a movement situation. Then I tried to warn him, and then that's what I saw.
So this is slow motion, so that's when you got hyper focus.
Yeah.
You brandish a firearm, okay? Showed it, displayed it, I heard you scream at him a couple of times there, and you saw he pulled it out, and then he pointed at you. So let's see where your shot went. That was your shot. Okay, talk.
Hello? Sheriff's office.
You ain't with the sheriff's office.
Come on out. Hey, what you doing in here?
Who are you?
This is my house. Why you in here?
What do you want?
This is my house. Why are you in here?
Get up!
Put the knife down.
This is when he popped out tonight. Even though he was acting real crazy, saying, get out of my house, why are you here, stuff like that. Now, you didn't shoot him there, which was good. Yeah, it was very good. You said, I got a gun. You showed him the gun. Okay? And then at 31.278 seconds, which is almost 3 seconds after you identified him with a knife, he comes at you and that's when you shot him. Okay?
So she brought up a good point about looking in the bed of the truck, okay? So if I get up here and I see 24 cans of beer in this pickup, in the back bed of the pickup truck, my mind's starting to think, well, maybe they've been drinking. What are the two things that we need?
Driver's license.
License and registration.
Had anything to drink tonight?
No, not yet.
You sure?
Not yet.
I can breathalyze you, I can tell.
Okay.
Okay. You know why I stopped you though, right? Well, your tail light is out.
Oh no.
You got a bad tail light, so you need to get that fixed. You got a registration on here?
I do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You got any paraphernalia in the car?
No.
Any guns or weapons?
I do have a gun.
You just get out of the car. I need for you to step out the car slowly, please. Slowly. Could you turn the car off, please? Okay. Show me your hand. Easy. Keep going. Keep going. Now hop on one leg. Oh, Lord.
Most of the time people don't have the weapons on them, typically. However, some do. So that's a good thing that you got her to turn around.
I don't know. I didn't do nothing. I don't know why she pulled me over. I don't know. She's out here messing around the back of the vehicle now. Got a flashlight shining it all around. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Can you roll down your back window, please?
I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Sir,
I didn't do.
Can you roll down your back window, please?
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing to her. I don't know why she pulled me over. What?
This is Officer Hall with the Guilford County Sheriff's Department. I need you to roll down your back window, please.
Hang on just a minute. She's making me roll down every window in the vehicle now.
Now you can tell he's the sole occupant of the truck.
All right, sir.
I don't know.
Sir, can you get off your phone?
Here.
I need your license and registration,
Here it
please.
is.
Sir, did you know why I stopped you?
I don't know. I don't know why you stopped me. I'm sitting here talking to my lawyer right now. He won't. He's wondering why you stopped me too.
Okay, I stopped you for speeding.
I don't know. She says speeding. I don't know. Maybe they need to recalibrate.
Okay, can you get off your phone so I can talk to you, please?
I really don't know what it is.
Sir.
I don't know. I don't. What? Yes.
Can you get off your phone so I can talk to you, please?
I will as soon as I'm done. Hang on just 1 second. Yeah,
well,
but
I'm going back here and run your registration.
I don't know what it is. I just don't know. I don't know why she keeps calling me.
What enforcement action you want to take?
Oh, he getting a ticket.
Okay, so we're going to write him for 55 under 35.
55 and 35.
So yep, his driver's license is good, active. He ain't got no warrants.
Okay.
He has a history of speeding, so we'll give him another speeding ticket.
Okay.
So now we'll get back up here and just let him know what the deal is.
Wow.
You was going 25 over.
25
You
over?
was going 25 over, sir.
25?
Here you go, sir. You will have a ticket. Thank you. Have a good night. Be safe.
You have a lovely day too.
Thank you. Be safe.
Thank you. Be careful.
Thank you. You too.
There we go.
Hi. Have you had anything to drink tonight?
I only had 7 beers.
7 beers?
Yep.
And you're driving. Hang on. Stand still. Put your hands up a minute. Close the car door. And turn around. Slowly. Okay. Turn around for me again and then pull up your shirt so I can pull up my what? Your shirt. Pull up your shirt so I can see your waist. Turn around, all the way around. Okay. How much have you had to drink?
No, you're doing great. Honestly, because that's what typically with something like this, we go into what we call standard field sobriety testing. So we would do a series of tests and determine their impairment and go from there. So
Yes. There's a guy. Yeah. All right. Can you walk to me? All right. Well, I think you seem all right. Perfect. You seem all right. So, why don't you go straight home? Go a little bit slower.
I will slow down. Thank you again.
Tonight,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Oh, here's your card.
Okay. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Any questions?
All right. Do you have any questions?
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Thanks. You have a good night. Be safe. All right.
So if she doesn't have her registration, I'm going to ask her name, and then I'm going to ask her if the car's registered to her, and we can pull up her information that way.
Guilford County Sheriff's Office, the reason for the stop is your speed.
I was speeding.
Yeah, you're going 30 over. Any reason for that?
I'm just trying to get home.
You trying to get home? Where you coming from tonight?
Electric tequila?
Electric tequila?
Yep.
All right, ma'am. And how many drinks have you had tonight?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
All right, do me a favor and go ahead and hop out for me. All right?
All right. Where are we going?
We're just gonna come out here. We're just gonna have a chat.
Okay.
You all right to walk?
I'm good.
You good?
You good?
I'm good.
All right.
You got your driver's license on you?
It's in there.
It's in there?
Yep.
All right, ma'am. What's your name?
Rebecca?
Rebecca?
Yep.
All right, Rebecca, do you think you could grab it for me?
Maybe.
Maybe? You don't have no firearms in the vehicle, do you?
Nope.
Nope.
So with something like this, if I've already gotten them out and they're saying their ID's in there, I'm probably not going to get them back in the car. With how she's behaving, she's got slow response. So at that point, I would not want them back in the vehicle.
Operator of a vehicle that's required to have a
by
license and registration
Supreme
by law
Court
of North
decision,
Carolina.
Johnson versus Murphy, it says right here that only commercial vehicles are required to have this.
Sir, I need you to put your hands on the steering wheel, please, and put the paper down.
Well,
put
do you
your
want
hands
this
on-
piece of paper?
I do not, thank you.
Because I've got plenty of other ones here that can show you about this. This has all been decided in the Supreme Court.
Well, that's interesting, but that's not the law of North Carolina, so I'm going to have
But
to...
North Carolina is part of the United States government, isn't it?
So he's going to play the game
He's-
pretty well.
yeah,
So
he's good. He's done this
So
before.
what you're going to need to do is still need to identify who he is.
Yeah, and if he doesn't have a license or registration, do I ask for an ID
Well, in
of
the
some
threat
sort?
of being detained, I can provide you a North Carolina driver's license.
In the threat of being detained, so therefore you have a North Carolina driver's license.
Only for identification purposes
I would like
only.
to see it. Yes, thank you, sir.
Now you got
So
that?
now I need to go back there, but how do I ensure that he's gonna?
But I don't have a
You don't have a registration.
No, because I'm a traveler. I
Sure.
don't have to have one. It's on a commercial vehicle.
Sure, I understand your opinion, sir.
Just sit tight right here. I'll be right back with you, okay?
Keep track of the visions in my eyes. How am I sunglasses and so I can sweet memories storylines. How am
It was pretty intense, but it was fast, but it was good.
Funnest night ever. I grabbed the bar a couple times.